Sean, am I just returning? Or am I?
Yeah, motion to reconvene.
And then do I read the president's statement?
Yeah, because you didn't do that before.
Yeah, okay. Okay, good evening, everyone. I'd like to make a motion to reconvene our meeting from closed session. Can we have a motion and a second?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Carter, I'll give you credit for that
Oh,
one.
thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? We're reconvened back in open session.
Okay, thank you so much. So first I'll read the board president's statement. The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interest is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the Open Public Meetings Law, the public notice of this meeting, which included the time, date, and location, was distributed by 3 p.m. on Wednesday, January 28th, 2026 in the following manner. Posted on the bulletin board reserved for announcements in the board office, 25 Linwood Place, North Brunswick. Mailed to the Home News Tribune, Star Ledger, NJ.com, and the clerk of the Township of North Brunswick. Delivered to the 9 duly elected board members. And beginning March 1st, 2026, all future board meeting notices shall be published on the board's official website, www.nbtschools.org, and be made available through the New Jersey Secretary of State's official website in lieu of publication in a newspaper in accordance with PL 2025 C.72. Well, and if we could all rise for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Carter.
Here.
Ms. Cepeda. Here. Ms. James.
Here.
Mr. Liguori.
Here.
Dr. Patel.
Here.
Mr. Singh.
Here.
Ms. Sinha.
Here.
Ms. Toth.
Here.
And Mr. Wen.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. We're doing things a little bit out of order tonight because we had a closed session before our meeting started. But good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome everyone to our Board of Education building. It's great to see a full audience tonight. Lots of familiar faces. So I'd like to welcome everyone. But before we get to our presentations, I just want to say all of our thanks for a wonderful school year, 25-26 school year. We've had a lot of really great things that have happened throughout the district all year. And as a board, I just want to say how grateful all of us are to our staff, our teachers, administrators, and of course our students for another successful school year. So just give everyone a round of applause. And on that note, we have some celebrations tonight. So at this time, I'll turn it over to Superintendent Zakowski to begin our presentation.
Thank you, Madam President, and welcome everyone and our millions of viewers. So tonight, they'll get to see a wonderful group of retirees. So it's not just a great year. We're going to celebrate a wonderful career of all of our retirees tonight. And Ms. Kita appropriately is leading the retiree program because I don't know if anyone heard that she's also retiring pretty soon in August. But we look forward to not only saying thank you for this year, but highlighting what you meant to the district for all the many years. So without further ado, Ms. Kita.
So much, Dr. Zakowski and board, for allowing us to take this time to recognize our retirees. So happy to see so many of you who returned, so many who retired mid-year and came back tonight for this wonderful recognition. It's so great to see all of you. So before we call up different schools, and we know unfortunately not everyone could be here tonight, but one of the things that I do with this presentation is all of the retirees listed on tonight's agenda that are here tonight. We totaled almost 600 years of service. And many of us who are retiring, and yes, including myself, this year, really have spent our entire careers here. So it is such a testament to this district and to this community for all of us who not only have gotten to work here, but retire from here as well, and spent the majority, if not our entire professional career here. So again, congratulations. This is such a great number. Really just, again, shows the dedication that all of you have to our schools, our students, our staff. So thank you. So with that, and we have a couple slides for MBTHS. Anybody from the high school who is here, come on up. And I know Mr. Farrell's also here. Mr. Miseral's here. Would like to speak first? Come on in, Mr. Farrell.
Evening. Ann Rockenstein is retiring from her position as the guidance secretary at MBTHS after nearly 23 years. She and I have worked together for 21 of those years. Over 2 decades, she's done far more than her job description. Sure, she's kept us organized and on task, but most importantly, she's kept me grounded during some of the most difficult times. She's the person who could walk into a wildly busy office and somehow make it feel manageable again. And she made all of us laugh right when we needed it the most. She and I learned our jobs together, side by side. Soon after meeting, we discovered just how strangely connected our lives were, long before we even shared an office. Mutual friends and many worlds colliding moments that made it feel like we were always meant to end up working together. I recently asked the counseling team to share some feedback about working with Ann, and here's a summary of what they had to say. She connects with people on a personal level and makes the office feel welcoming. It's hard to imagine what the office would be like without her kindness and laughter. She's a team player who always shows up and shows appreciation. She has the ability to remain unburdened by deadlines. Working alongside Ann was truly a privilege. She's the piece of the puzzle that made everything feel complete. She did it all with grace and dedication and made it seem effortless. She never hesitated to pause her own work to support someone else. She's become someone I looked up to, not just professionally, but personally. And this one will make her laugh, not because of what it means, but because someone took the time to write it in Hungarian. And I'm choosing to read it. Nudjon szerencsések voltunk, hogy ilyen csodáló, tos emberdola gozat velünk. And depending on my pronunciation, which I'm guessing only Ann, Rob, and maybe Alexa can keep me in check, it means we're very lucky to have such a wonderful person working with us. So I feel fortunate to have the chance to work with Ann for so long. She's become more like a member of my family than just a colleague. Ann, you're truly the heart of our office. We are all better because we got to spend our time at work with you. I'm sad that you're retiring. We're all going to miss you, but we also are taking bets on how long it'll take before you just stop by to make sure and double check that we're still doing things right. So congratulations on your retirement, and thank you for making a difference.
Also going to invite up Mr. Miserall to speak about Linda.
Thank you, Mrs. Skeeta. So I'd like everybody in the audience to take a look at Linda Carter. And you look at Linda and you think, what an amazing, sweet, wonderful, kind person she is. And she looks like somebody's mother or grandmother. That's absolutely true. But I'm going to use a few football and sports analogies to describe Linda. If Linda were on a football team, she would be the middle linebacker and the caliber of Lawrence Taylor or Dick Butkus. She is tougher than the nails that hold this building together. A friend to every single student, staff, or parent who needed something. But if you came to do something wrong at the school, she became your worst nightmare. Okay? If I had a difficult situation, this is one lady I wanted backing me up because I knew every single time she'd rise to the occasion. Now, Linda has had the unique distinction of serving at every single level of our school district. Much to her chagrin, she was my Mariano Rivera relief pitcher. And Linda hated it. At the end of the year, I would walk into her building and say, "Oh, I need to see you, Linda." And she'd just look at me and go, "Where am I going next?" But she was my go-to because she had the unique ability to deal with high school students, middle schools, elementary students, and their parents, which is not often an easy thing. And she adapted her style to whatever age group she was. So Linda was universally loved by every single officer she worked with, and that included our SLEOs, our RPOs, and our building aides. Linda, we wish you the best, and you are going to be so missed at the high school, at the middle school, at the 5, 6, and at the elementary. And now I have no idea who I'm going to pick to ever fill in those spots. But I do know that whoever I pick will come nowhere near filling the shoes of my linebacker and relief pitcher, Linda Carter.
You may not want to, Linda, but you have to.
Oh, very nice.
We also have Andrea Browning here with us tonight, who retired mid-year. She's an instructional aide at the high school for 21 years. Unfortunately, Mrs. Marks could not be here tonight, so I'm speaking on behalf of her and the entire staff at the high school. For anyone who is not familiar, instructional aide, paraprofessional, works so closely with our special students every day, day in and day out. And speaking as a former teacher here in North Brunswick, I cannot tell you how important this position is and how much you have given back to our students and our staff. Mrs. Marks said, she's like, every teacher who has ever worked with Andrea just comments on how wonderful she is, how caring she is, how supportive she is, not only to the kids, but to the teachers and the staff as well. And that really just speaks volume of the type of person you are and the type of person we want all of our instructional aid paraprofessionals to be. You were a shining example while you were here with us for over 2 decades of service and work, and I cannot tell you how much we appreciate it, and Mrs. Mark sends her deepest regards and said that she could not be here tonight, but thanks you again so much for all of your service to our district. Although middle school could not be here tonight, Michelle, another instructional aide of over 20 years of service as well, unfortunately she could not be here tonight. So we will call up Linwood, and on behalf of Mr. Shorter, Assistant Principal, Mrs. Christine Schilder is here to talk about our honoree who's here tonight, Candy Hoffman.
Hello, I'm Christine Schilder, and I will be speaking on behalf of J.D. Shorter, Principal of Linwood. Today I'm here to celebrate the incredible career of Candy Hoffman. When you stop and think about it, the numbers alone are astonishing. Over the course of your career, you've spent approximately 4,500 school days walking around the halls of this building, shaping young minds, supporting colleagues, and making a difference. You've impacted approximately 2,500 students, each one carrying a piece of your influence with them long after they left your classroom. And let's not forget the memories beyond the classroom. You've attended what feels like hundreds of baby showers, bridal showers, holiday parties, potlucks, and retirement celebrations. You've celebrated life's milestones with colleagues who became lifelong friends. You shared laughter in faculty rooms, stories in hallways, and enough desserts at potlucks to keep us all employed in education for years. You have witnessed tremendous change in schools, in technology, and society. While retirement marks the end of your daily commute, lesson plans, and faculty meetings, it also marks the beginning of something exciting, a chapter where your schedule belongs entirely to you. No bells, no grading, no acronyms, no professional development sessions, just the freedom to enjoy all the things you put on hold. As you begin the next adventure, know that your impact cannot be measured simply by years served or students taught. It lives on in every student you inspired, every colleague you supported, and every friendship you nurtured. Congratulations on your retirement. You've earned every moment of what comes next.
Just for the record, you meant Haley, not me. No.
So the first Parsons also has 2 slides, so I will invite up the administration, current but soon departing, retiring administration from Parsons up here. Come up, Debbie. I think you should.
Here we go. Yes, we are. Okay. So it is an honor tonight to officially recognize and celebrate Mrs. Drucker, who retired January 1st after almost 25 incredible years of heartfelt devotion to our district. As a kindergarten teacher, she has shaped our youngest learners with immense patience and kindness, while quietly acting as a fierce advocate for families to ensure that no one in our community was ever left without care. On behalf of all of us at Parsons School, we thank you for everything you have given us, and we wish you a retirement filled with peace, adventure, and the same joy you so freely shared with others. Congratulations.
Those who do not know, 2 of our administration from Parsons are also retiring. Suzanne Beth Uhas and our principal Diana Whalen.
I'd like to formally celebrate Beth Uhas for her 34 years in our district and 37 years overall in education. Beth has left a profound mark as the instructional dean at Parsons School. On a personal level, I've deeply valued her role on my administrative team, and more than that, as my friend. Beth, you are one of the most patient, caring, and selfless people I know, and Parsons has benefited from those gifts beyond measure. We want to congratulate you on a well-deserved retirement.
No, stay. You can't go anywhere because we also have a retirement. Diana Whalen, principal of Parsons. I had the true honor of speaking at Diana's retirement, and it was hard to capture all of our feelings on what a remarkable career and contribution she made to the district. But we learned a couple things that day. One, most importantly during her retirement, that you copied Leo, and he was a true trailblazer. So thank you, Leo. How did we find out? Leo told us that he did blaze the trail. But going back to Diana, her contribution to this district, really, I don't think anybody in this room could imagine the route you took. A nurse that becomes principal. You were a nurse, and I remember speaking to you about we need to create a supervisor of nursing, and you lobbied for it, and you convinced, and we were able to get it in. And so you went from being our best nurse to our best nursing supervisor, and then we had a nice conversation that you had a skill set that is so transferable. Your leadership, your care, I think you'd make a great principal. And you took over the OLOL, Our Lady of Lourdes. I had to remove myself from the Catholic Church because Diana could speak to the pastor. I couldn't anymore. Father Ed, and thank you, Diana, for making those meetings a lot easier. But she led with such grace, with humility, with empathy, that when Parsons opened up and the community of Parsons said, we need some leadership, because we had a turnover. After Mr. Rothenberg had left many years, we had a turnover, and for different reasons. And the community reached out to the board and myself and said, we want stability. So although I knew Diana had her heart set on anywhere, I said, I really need a specific place, Parsons. You'll bring stability, you'll bring leadership, and you'll bring community to the school that certainly deserves it, and you've provided it. So that's the first thing I led. Thank you, Leo. Second I led is that there's no one like Diana in this district for her path to being a successful principal. And last, I think we all know this last point, we're sure going to miss you the heck out of yourself.
Livingston Park, we have our principal, Mr. Dawson, honoring Kim George, computer teacher.
What a joy it is to spend a few minutes with all of you tonight recognizing a wonderful teacher, Mrs. George. Mrs. George has been at LP for many years, served many roles. She's been a classroom teacher, our technology teacher. She's been a club advisor. She's led the robotics club, the Girls Who Code team. For many years, she served as our district webmaster and managed the entire web page for a district. Her skill set is endless. How many professional development classes do you think you taught here? A few thousand? She's helped so many of her colleagues. She's endlessly resourceful. And one thing that's amazing about Kim is she reinvents herself every year. Every year is fresh. And there's an authenticity about Kim that's really refreshing to watch. You know, when kids know when you really enjoy your work, and there's an authenticity about how much you love your work. And that translates from preschool to second grade to fourth grade to kids who have special needs, kids who are learning English for the very first time. She connects with over 500 students every year and makes them love coming to school. She connects with hundreds of educators in her career, helps them refine their skill, their craft. And several years ago in the pandemic, it's impossible to overstate the value that Kim had to our entire district and helping everyone figure out how to complete online learning. Kim George is not a person we can replace, but she is a person we can honor and celebrate. So Kim, congratulations on a wonderful career. We love you and we'll miss you terribly at LP. Best of luck to you and enjoy every moment.
From Judd tonight. I'd like to call up our principal, Dr. Glover, and our honorees. It's your moment.
Good evening, everyone. So tonight we're gathered to celebrate everyone's retirement, but we are losing 4 gems at Judd. I'd like to bid them farewell, but the journey is just beginning, I know. First, I want to honor Jen Herrick. She has spent 28 plus, 29, might as well say 29 years, as a computer teacher, well, not only as a computer teacher, but she ends her career as our computer teacher. Her passion for technology and commitment to her students have shaped countless lives, preparing them for a future and an increasingly digital world. Jen, before I say this, my father retired when I was in high school, and I remember him getting a Rolex, and I was like, oh, I'm going to get a Rolex when I retire, if I buy one for myself. But we had now Jen retired earlier in the year, but we had our 4th grade award ceremony, and she wanted to come back to present her award to her to her students. That's the kind of teacher she is. But she came in and surprised everyone, and the kids just applauded. They stood up. You would think that, somebody famous, I won't say Michael Jackson, but somebody famous was coming, and she is somebody famous to them. But that inspires me more than anything. Somebody who can, get the passion of students to just fall in love with her. When she was retiring, they were crying. Elementary, they cry a lot, so they were crying when they found out she was leaving. But she came back, and that was a great experience for them to have. Next, I'm just going to go out of order of how you're standing. I want to congratulate Glenn. He kind of surprised us toward the end of the year that he was retiring, but he has been here nearly 27 years, a long time. The time flies by, I know. But Glenn has opened many doors for many students. He was our ESL teacher that we will miss dearly. He is so compassionate and passionate for advocating for his students. He would be the first one advocate. They had somebody to support them. I mean, they have many to support, but we knew, if there was any question that there would be a disservice, Glenn would make sure they were taken care of. So we hope that, you enjoy your life and come back and sub for us one day, maybe. I also want to recognize Vanessa, who has been an instructional aide, and she also worked at John Adams prior to coming to Judd. She has been a guiding force for 26 years. Her support and encouragement has made a significant difference. And she has worked with some of our most challenging programs. She has been a lead crisis responder and worked with children with language, behavior, and self-care needs, always with strength, always with compassion. She showed up for students, and we will miss her dearly. And lastly is Kathy Woodbury. What will we miss most about Kathy, other than her smile and her baked goods that she provides the staff? She has served nearly 30 years as a clerical aide in our library at Judd. Her dedication to maintaining a nurturing learning environment in that space unmatched. You don't know if she's a teacher or if the media specialist is a teacher, but she certainly provided the support and collaboration in that role. And she laminated a lot of stuff for teachers. They're going to miss her. We will miss all of you, but congratulations, and whatever is next in your life, please stay in touch with us at Judd.
I know from the ECC, I know Brenda Lamaldi is here tonight, and our principal, Mr. Pasner.
Do I need a mic? I just want to thank everyone tonight to being here celebrating as a district community, because Brenda Lamaldi has been such an important piece of the puzzle at the MBT-ECC. She's probably tired of me talking about her based on Teacher of the Year, based on the retirement party, based on all these other opportunities this year to just talk about the work that she's done and what she's done for the students in the school. I came up with, we had a number that we talked about. I liked Amy's number before, but we used the number of 2,362. People are like, what does that number mean? That's the number of preschool students who have put a piece of artwork in our district-wide preschool art show since Brenda started in our district. That deserves such a round of applause. Her inclusivity, her support, her collaboration, her joy for learning is unmatched. She will be so missed at ECC, but the point that matters is she has impacted the community, and we look forward to the impact with music and art that Brenda started, and we're so excited. Congratulations, Brenda, and to all the retirees.
Well, I know Dawn couldn't be here tonight.
Oh, wait a minute. 25 years in 1 month. Amy started when she was 12. So I also had the honor and pleasure to roast, host, and speak at Amy's retirement party a couple of weeks back. I did tell her that when you announce your retirement at your retirement party, it's hard. But she keeps coming back here, so maybe you'll change your mind. You got another month. I'm going to tell a story I didn't tell during the retirement. Amy was nice enough to give me everybody's minutes. We only had one speaker. It was me. Thank you. So I got to speak for about 48 minutes. So tonight I cut it down to 19. And one story I didn't tell is that when I first was hired here in North Brunswick, on my way, my first day to meet the board, I found a bottle outside. Unbelievable. And I broke it. And out came a genie. I said, well, this is going to be a great mystery. Granted 3 wishes. Wish number 1, of course, I said, what do I know? Wish for? Wish number 1 is I want a great community. I hope this is a great community. And 25 years later, wish number 1 is really granted. Wish number 2, I really want to work for a board. I know boards will change over the years, but a consistent board with great administrators that can team up with and make a difference. And 25 years later, I've been very lucky. Third wish was I really hope that I can find someone, a go-to person, someone who has that ability. I heard someone say, I think it was Mike Miserall, I'm quoting Mike Miserall now. That'd be that utility player, someone that, you know, today, everybody remember the show MASH? And in MASH, Radar O'Reilly was known for answering the question before it was asked, right? So I not only wanted, I would say something, and not only would Amy answer it and have it done, she'd have a spreadsheet and a schedule for it. So the third wish was obviously granted, and that genie, the bottle, I still have it, but the wishes stopped because I don't think a superintendent could need any more than a great board, a great community, and a great assistant superintendent who, when I tell you that she reinvented herself year after year after year, and her journey was probably as challenging as Diana's, because it wasn't certainly the traditional journey, but she created that pathway, making herself such a valuable asset to not only the administration, to the board, to her fellow administrators, but teachers and staff and the community. So as a graduate, she proudly wore her Letterman jacket. When her heating wasn't working, she made sure she had her Letterman jacket. And I think when the air conditioning was working, you were wearing a jacket. But I want to say, words are really hard to define the impact of all of you, because your impact is back exponentially year after year after year. It's not so children grow up and they can reflect. Some of us adults can slow down and reflect. And I know as we reflect the loss of all of you, and of course Amy Kita, we know that we're in a better place because because of you, but we're in a tough place because we miss all of you, and we're going to miss what you do on a daily basis, and we're certainly going to miss you, Amy, and all of you, but we still have, what, folks, we have to count down another month or so. I saw one of our former board members. Where'd you go, Kyle? Colleen's here, former board members, just because she wanted to know what was your last board meeting. I said, I think it was 2 months ago, but she's here. So, thank you, everyone, and let's a big round of applause for Amy. Oh, we got a plaque, yes.
Here, I didn't know.
Oh, the assistant superintendent side.
Oh,
Sure. I also want to bring the whole retirement, yes. Yeah, we'll go to back. I'm short. Well, I'm never mind. We got steps here. I'm always ready. You stand in the middle. Stand on steps.
It's almost like teachers were able to organize. Thank
Congratulations to all our retirees, and again, I'd also like to thank Janine Kurzewski, the Executive Assistant to Dr. Zakowski, who put the presentation together.
Yeah.
Back in the day. She fought me when she got to stop.
The position's open. Position's yours.
Well, I think we could probably continue with the rest of our meeting. On behalf of the Board of Education, I just wanted to congratulate all of our retirees. It was so wonderful seeing such a filled audience celebrating so many years of service to our district. Part of the reason why I came back to serve the district was the amazing education that I received. So someone like a Candy Hoffman, she was my 7th grade science teacher. Someone like an Ann Rockenstein, who is one of my parent friends through one of my friends that I went to high school with, Alexa. Going into the guidance office in high school, seeing someone like a Mrs. Whalen, who I got to know her children growing up and got to know her. It's just so wonderful to see all of the people that have made such an impact in students' lives continuing years after year, move on to the next chapter of their lives into retirement. So on behalf of the Board of Education, I just wanted to give everyone one last congratulations. But Amy, we will be celebrating you a little bit more at your last meeting. So congratulations, everyone. All right, well, we have a couple of things to get to on our agenda tonight. So, Mr. Wen, would you please take item number 6, meeting minutes?
Sure. I'd like to make a motion to approve the following board minutes. Regular public meeting minutes, June 3rd, 2026. That's it.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? The minutes are accepted.
Thank you. Dr. Zakowski, assuming we have no communications, we could probably just jump over to your report.
Yes, thank you, Madam President. And we do have communications, but because the nature of the communications to my email, we try to forward the answers, and some parents have communicated very positive things, some questions that I had responded to. And,
Okay.
But because it names names, we don't, I won't read it, but I didn't want you to think that it was, you get communications.
Yes.
So we get it all the time. And we want to thank all the families that reach out and thank us, and also challenge us for various things like budgetary considerations, and we do appreciate it. And I try to get back to all the parents and through the communication in a timely manner. But Madam President, I just want to mention that we had a wonderful graduation at Jersey Mike Stadium, the former RAC, the class of 2026. What a really marked the 52nd commencement ceremony, but what a wonderful ceremony. It was we were truly proud of our graduates. They really focused on the timely speeches and meaningful, and the behavior was second to none. But the reason why I mentioned it was this past Monday. It was supposed to be Friday, but due to various things, only one mention of the Transformers, that we had to move graduation from Friday to Monday. But we had project graduation on that Saturday, prior to the graduation at Jersey Mike's. And the reason I bring that up is our principal, Michael Neller, mentioned this. What a really nice class it was. It's with mixed feelings that we say goodbye, because they were such a wonderful class, but and we'll miss them, but we want to push them on their way, because it's just another step in their journey. And project graduation was no different. Even though early morning a.m. and Dr. Patel could tell you, she had to graduate, an early morning arrival from project graduation, but they were they comported themselves in a way that we expect our graduates, and project graduation was as successful as our graduation. So, and speaking of success, you heard from our principal, or a few others that mentioned that our senior prom was at the Imperia right on Easton Avenue on June 5th. And it was not only a success where everyone had a great time, and Mr. Brown was the DJ, and I spoke to his daughter, who's a senior. I said, how do you feel your dad's DJing the prom? She loved it, the kids loved it. Thank you, shout out to Tony Brown and for doing a great job, and to his daughter for being a good sport about it. But we've received so many compliments by the staff of that. Wow, this is a really nice class, and they said many of the students were respectful, well behaved, and that isn't always the case at senior prom. So just something small, but that goes a long way when adults recognize, I think, our behaviors in the senior class. Because we do have, in an audience, we do have a senior who's right back from Columbus, Ohio. She sat here, right here on the dais not too long ago. Megan Keefe, I recognize your mom. Hi, Megan, how are you? We missed your class too, but it was a little bit bigger. It took a little bit longer for graduation, so I heard. Saying all that, our environmental science department at the high school partnered with the Great Whale Conservatory on an incredible project. Our high school is the only high school in the country collaborating with this organization. Now, what did they do? Students created a life-size inflatable replica of a great whale, scaled to 50 feet so it could fit on the stage. The Judd Elementary students, fourth grade students, visited the exhibit and learned from our high school students through engaging presentations about the whale. So it was a great recognition, something that, we have such a versatile students. They're so authentic, and some great things that are going on, and I wanted to give them a shout out, even though it's the end of the year and sometimes people get focused on the next year, but some great things continue in our schools right up to the last moment. I do know our members of our Linwood administration team visited our fourth graders, Judd, John Adams, Parsons LP, to discuss the upcoming transition. They were prepping them, getting kids excited, and it's really unique. Spending all these years when Linwood was 6th through 8th, and now I see 5th and 6th graders. What a difference, It's like an extension of our elementary schools. And Mr. Shorter and his team went down and did a great job prepping the 4th graders, getting them all excited for this little transition. Also, I want to shout out to the community, the municipality, Councilman Rich, Councilwoman Hutchinson, they were the co-sponsors of the first annual Juneteenth celebration, which what I thought was the best part of the celebration was a collaborative effort with all of our principals and students, their artwork, with the township and their leadership. It was a community event, probably the hottest day of the year. I think those who were there, they ran out of lemonade in so saying all that, it was really a nice coming out event, featuring music, food, activities, and booths from local businesses. It really worked well from a forgotten, I think, holiday of freedom. People forget that, long after the Emancipation Proclamation, war was continued to be fought, and then in April, when the war was supposed to be over, months after, was fought in Texas, and specifically Galveston. And we also want to thank the mayor, setting up with some of our students, and we created a relationship with the Galveston mayor and councilwoman, and we had a podcast, a show on Channel 15. The ratings weren't there like when my show was during COVID, but we'll get them up. But we had a chance to speak, and our students had a chance to speak, and we really entered into a relationship of learning with Galveston, really what is Juneteenth, and we felt very honored to be part of that learning experience. Speaking of something that's going to happen this week and happen in June, this Friday, June 26th, the first community farm market at Community Center. The event will be from 3 to 7. Come out, check out the local produce and the vendors. The event will take place the last Friday each month through September. So it's a community center. I guess it's the
Community Park.
Community Park.
Community Park.
Sorry. So it'll be the first last Friday of each month. So June 26th, and then July, August, and then through September. I do want to say, for those who are watching, the crane has been built. The transformers are up. It was really unbelievable because I don't want to jinx anything. The high school does have its history of jinxes, and but things are going well. And if you ever want to see something spectacular, go see when they take down the crane and they unassemble it or re-engineer it. So just wanted to give everyone that update, and of course this will conclude the administrative report. But I thank this Board of Ed because we were doing double duty this month. We had extra board meetings, so thank you, Board of Education members. A full board at the graduation was very impressive, supporting this district as you always do. So I want to take time in our last fiscal board meeting of the year. I want to thank you all for all the support, not only myself as coming back as superintendent, but all what you do support the students and our staff throughout the school year. So thank you, board members, and that concludes my report.
Thank you so much. Yes, and thank you for everything that you've done over this last year. It is so great to have you back, and we look forward to continuing in just a couple weeks.
Yes.
All right, we'll jump to our committee reports this evening. We'll start off with Human Resources. Mr. Liguori?
Thank you, Madam President. And just as a point of order before I begin, I just wanted to make a statement that's saying, since our last public meeting, we lost Ann Casey, who was a longtime educator in our district of several decades and who in her retirement served on this board for nearly 20 years ago and served a term as president during her tenure. She was a friend to our family since I was in kindergarten, and she'll be missed. So I just wanted to put that out there. I know she was very active with the MBTEA during her time as well.
Mr. Ligori, may I add, she was the board president when I was hired here.
That's correct.
That was her year, so.
So I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The Human Resources Committee met on Tuesday, June 16th to discuss various personnel topics. For those on tonight's agenda who are resigning, the board thanks them for their service and wishes them well. Dr. Sikowski and Mrs. Kita updated the committee on the progress of the search for the new Linwood Instructional Dean. And Mrs. Nicole Latore, a veteran language arts teacher at Linwood for the past 18 years, is on tonight's agenda for approval. We congratulate her and look forward to having her in this role. Dr. Sikowski and Mrs. Kita also updated the committee on the reassignment of Mrs. Christina Hill as our new transportation dispatcher, as well as a few other administrative reassignments and reclassifications. The board is excited to have such a talented team taking on new and expanded roles starting on July 1st. A few revised and updated job descriptions related to these assignments are also on tonight's agenda. There are new staff being hired for the new school year on tonight's agenda as well, and we welcome all to our district and look forward to having you work with us here in North Brunswick. The committee reviewed annual motions such as the 26-27 school year coaches for the high school and middle school, annual appointments of district and school staff specialists and liaisons, as well as updated annual district rates. As of our committee meeting, any remaining vacancies continue to be posted and can be found on our district website, social media pages, and posted in each of our buildings. For any open teaching positions, alternate route and traditional route candidates are both encouraged to apply. We also discussed these vacancies along with current leaves of absences and how those positions may be filled. The committee had their second and final reading of 3 revised policies, including number 1230, superintendent's duties, 1642, earned sick leave, and 1643, family leave. And just a personal note that the June committee meeting marked the last HR committee meeting with Mrs. Kita. And as chair of the committee, I just want to add to my report that I want to thank her for, during all of her stops in our district, for her nonstop diligence, her perseverance to want to continuously improve, and for always putting her hometown stamp on everything she did during her tenure. Wanted to put that out there now. I'm not going to be at next month's meeting, so thank you for everything. And that would conclude the report.
Thank you, Mr. Ligori. Education, Mr. Wen.
Yes, Madam President. The Education Committee met on Wednesday, June 17th. Mrs. Chang provided us with an update on the high-impact tutoring grant, which our district was not awarded this year. The team will be requesting our scores and hope to apply again. She also shared our MAP spring results, which showed some promising data, specifically that for K-12 math and reading, the district was under 20% needing additional support overall. We are hoping that the new curriculum that has been adopted will continue to provide academic gains over the next few years. Results of the MAP assessments will be sent out through Genesis. At the high school, they're also looking to migrate from MAP to a program-based benchmark system. They're looking to use Common Lit and IXL for math. Finally, the committee was provided with suspension data across the schools, and in the next academic year, this will be provided to the committee monthly. Dr. Johnson provided an update on programs which occurred during the month of June. On 6/10, there was the 4th grade Pod Protector program for Judd students at the high school, which featured high school students presenting their Protect the Environment projects to them. He also provided some links to Juneteenth activities which were planned for 6/19. And at the high school, some activities had already taken place earlier through the efforts of student-run committees. Lastly, he provided the committee with the information regarding the NBT Schools Summer Reading Program. The links will be made available on our school's website soon. Dr. Harry gave an update on the preliminary 2026 IDEA Local Special Education Performance Report. This year's report focused on several target areas that we needed to focus on. This is graduation, high school math participation in testing, and LRE, least restrictive environment. Dr. Harry and his team will be working to review the report and provide the committee with an update regarding the report at a future committee meeting. The committee also reviewed 3 policies which were being abolished and 1 policy which had a minor wording change. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Business Operations, Mr. Carter.
Yes, thank you, Madam President. The Business Operations Committee met on Tuesday, June 16th. We received status updates related to referendum upgrades related to the bathrooms, HVAC, the Dectron at the high school pool, and final proposals to architectural work. As Dr. Z noted, work is underway to replace the transformer at the high school, starting as of today. And we want to take a second to thank Rosa and Robin. Because of their diligence and thoroughness, we'll be able to cover the expense without having to touch our reserves. Dr. Z,
Is it okay, Mr. Carter? I would love to interject, and thank you for a couple minutes. I would love to ask Robin Campbell, our broker, who, come on up here, Robin. That's it. For Robin, for 23 years before I left this wonderful district, during my retirement party, I said what the district has going for them is we've really worked hard to create partnerships with our vendors and what we like to call them professional services. I shouldn't say vendors. And because of these partnerships, they become part of what I like to say the North Brunswick team. And I also would love to recognize the other member of that team in a specific area. We all know Ms. Hock is doing a great job with this referendum work and leading during the budget time. But specifically when the transformers went down, this was not only a worrisome time because we didn't want our students out going on remote learning. They had enough of that through COVID and beyond. We had to get something done, and with Robin's help, and the second part of that before we turned to Robin was the cost of the transformers. We thought it was going to be a couple $1 million out of the taxpayer, out of our reserves, just to get the transformers replaced. Well, between Mrs. Hock and Robin continuously bargaining and fighting the insurance companies, anybody who fought an insurance company, they know how difficult that is. They were able to secure more than $1.3 million to pay for the rental of transformers. Is it higher? Did I miss the number? Or you're hiding money from me now? $1.3 million. So the taxpayer did not have to, kind of pay for something that we felt we pay insurance for. And through Robin's hard work and our continuing working on things like our safety team and workman's comp areas, working with a new lens, helping us make sure our staff is safe, how do we improve things, and working alongside, I like to say, with the partner from the district, our Chief Financial Officer, Ms. Hock, that we've been very blessed and very fortunate to be able to recover those funds, and we missed one extra day, where we had to make up school, where we were being told months, and I just couldn't accept that, and their hard work was able to get the children back in school and not bear the cost of outrageous dollars, over $1 million, 1.3. So, Robin, thank you. Rosa, thank you. You're welcome to say anything.
I just wanted to say thank you. It's truly an honor, and I do consider it a partnership. And working with Rosa has been amazing. And I just want to say, in the event of this claim, whenever we have a claim, especially one of this magnitude, a lot of things can go wrong, right? And a lot of the onus is on how we react. What are our first reactions, and how we gather our information to support that claim? Because the insurance companies don't just give money away. And it's just been so wonderful to work with Rosa, to work with Buildings and Grounds. And from step one, we did the right things, we worked together, and we were able to really secure this, the funds that we needed. So it is an honor, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Rob.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Mr. Carter. I appreciate the time.
Well, thank you, Dr. Z. On the agenda this evening, you'll find Finance 4P related to the bathroom work under the referendum, Finance 4S related to construction management work under the referendum, Finance 4M, N, and O related to architectural work for referendum services, Finance 3, B, C, and D related to reserves, Finance 4V, 1 through 7 related to summer projects to improve flooring, concrete, paving, playgrounds, and painting. And second and final reading for the policy updates under Policy 1C. I won't say all the numbers of all the policies. That concludes my report, Madam President.
Thank you. All right. Negotiations, Dr. Patel?
No update at this time.
Okay, thank you. All right, so that concludes our committee reports for the evening. Mr. Liguori, would you take item 9, please?
Thank you, Madam President. I'll make a motion to approve the administrative and committee reports.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? All the reports are accepted.
Thank you. At this time, being that this is a conference and regular meeting combined, the board has received the agenda prior to this evening's meeting, but we will go through page by page. If any board members have any questions or any comments on anything listed on the agenda, this is the time, as we will go through it page by page. So we will start on page 3 and then jump to 4 and 5. Pages 6 and 7. Again, the board has received the agenda prior to tonight's meeting. Any changes are listed in bold. Okay. 8 and 9. 10 and 11. 12 and 13. 14 and 15. 16 and 17. 18 and 19. 20 and 21. 22 and 23. Pages 24 and 25. 26, 27. Pages 28, 29.
Madam President, if I may say something for, on page 28.
Yes.
For I just want to say thank you to the gracious person who had provided that anonymous donation.
Oh.
I think that is really amazing, and it really speaks volumes of the community members that we have. So I just wanted to say, did you want to say something, Dr. C?
I do want to add.
Thank you so much, Ms. Cepeda. I
Ms.
appreciate
Keita,
that.
I know it's anonymous. Am I not allowed to reveal? Okay, I can't.
She's like,
I want to say thank you so much to them as well,
Okay.
Ms. Cepeda. So it was really generous.
Okay.
Wonderful, thank you. 30, 31.
Just a comment to, I just want to confirm the dates on some of these and
Sure.
Take a look at, for example, zip grade, the time periods, if we can just verify that those are accurate. For page 30.
Zip grade, license
50 years.
Oh,
The little-
76, yeah.
Little typo there.
All right,
50 year, 50 year. Thank you.
Just
Zonar?
confirming.
That's a great deal, though.
$300 over 50 years.
5 cents per year.
Thank you,
Remember,
VP
we didn't
James.
pick that one up.
I didn't pick it up. Usually I'm the
I
one that
missed
picks
it
it up.
So we'll just note those for amendment.
Right.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, there'll be clerical errors on
Sure.
on our minutes. Thank you.
Thank you. 32 and 33. Pages 34 and 35. 36 and 37. 38 and 39. 40 and 41. 42, 43. 44 and 45. 46 and 47. 48 and 49, and wrapping up on 50. All right, so if we jump back to page 3, at this time we will have a public session on agenda items only. If anyone from the public would like to speak on agenda items, this is now the time. We just ask that you come up to the podium, state your name, and you'll be given 3 minutes. Seeing and hearing none, can I please have a motion to close the public portion of the meeting?
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? This session is closed.
Thank you. Mr. Singh, would you please take item 13?
Yes, Madam President. I'd like to make a motion to approve the following consent agenda items. Personnel 1 and 2, curriculum 1 and 2, miscellaneous, finance items 1 to 4, policy and transportation 1 and 2.
Second.
And we'll do roll call. Mr. Carter?
Yes.
Ms. Cepeda?
Yes.
Ms. James?
Yes.
Mr. Lagori?
Yes.
Dr. Patel?
Yes.
Mr. Singh?
Yes.
Ms. Sinha?
Yes.
Ms. Toth?
Yes.
And Mr. Wen?
Yes.
All the motions and resolutions are accepted.
Thank you. Okay. If we could all jump to page 49 on our agenda. At this time, we'll jump to item 14. We'll have a public session on any matter. If anyone from the public would like to come up and address the board, we just ask that you state your name and you'll be given 3 minutes.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Beth Pasner, president of the North Brunswick Township Education Association. First, I'd like to offer congratulations to all of our retirees on the conclusion of their careers here at North Brunswick. Our student, staff, community, thank you for your dedication to North Brunswick. I especially want to offer my congratulations to Amy Kita, Assistant Superintendent. I also will not be at the July board meeting, so I have to say it now. She came into her role about 6 months after I came into my role as president. So we sort of, started our journeys, together. And, she came in with this organizational skill set that was just badly needed. And now we have a form email ready to go for every possible situation. So, we're ready. But most importantly, she brought a much needed compassion to the position of HR. And our staff felt extremely comfortable, maybe sometimes a little too comfortable, being able to reach out to Amy. But that's really important, right? That our staff feels the ability and that comfort level to be able to reach out if they do feel like there's an issue. And she made them feel, extremely comfortable with that, and I appreciated that so much. There were many mornings Amy and I spent on the phone together, kind of prepping for what's on the agenda for the day, as she was in the car on the way from, Delaware. So, I will say a little bit I might miss those morning conversations. So we would end our conversations, though, on a Friday, usually with, I hope I don't talk to you. Amy has been telling everybody, please reach out with any questions. If you need any help, please reach out. And all I have to say about that is, please, if anyone has any questions, reach out to Amy, because we do appreciate her help. But congratulations, the district will miss you. Additionally, as you know, through NJEA, the NBTEA is eligible to apply for over $60,000 worth of grants through PEP and FAST programs each year. The goal of these programs is to involve parents and families in their children's education through programs and events to help improve student achievement and ensure that families feel welcome and connected in our schools, along with building community support and involvement. This spring, we were able to provide funding for all or part of the following events: NBTMS Literacy Night, Linwood and NBTMS Art Show, the ECC One Book Project, the Kindergarten Moving Up T-shirts, John Adams Ice Cream Bingo, Parsons Ice Cream Bingo, Judd Literacy Bags Event, Elementary Schools Access Testing Celebrations, Judd's Autism Awareness Event, Linwood's Catastrophic Events Fair, it wasn't as bad as that sounds, Parsons' third annual art night, NBTHS Possibilities Signature Showcase, elementary school's literacy luau, NBTMS STEM at the Shore, Linwood's Chips and Chat, NBTHS yearbook ad, ECC pre-K prom, and NBTHS graduation banners for a total of over $21,000 this spring alone. We are looking forward to planning these fun family events for the 26-27 school year. And lastly, it's hard to believe summer is actually here. Although most of our members do, in fact, work in the summer. It's a misnomer that many of us have off for the summer. It's always a very special time, though, for rejuvenation. And so we do wish our students, our staff, the community, the Board of Ed, a restful and safe summer vacation. Take care.
Thank you so much, Beth. To you as well. All right, anyone else? Okay, seeing and hearing none, can I please have a motion to close the public portion of the meeting?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? This session is closed.
Thank you. At this time, we'll motion to go into closed session. Vice President James, you want to take the motion?
Sure.
Read the whole thing?
Whereas Section 8 of the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, Public Law 1975 permits the exclusion of the public from a meeting in certain circumstances, and whereas this public body is of the opinion that such circumstances presented exist, now therefore be it resolved by the North Brunswick Township Board of Education that the public shall be excluded from discussion of and action upon the hereinafter specified subject matters. The general nature of the subject matter to be discussed is as follows: 1, personnel, and 2, negotiation. It is anticipated at this time that the above stated subject matter shall be public at such time as the need for non-disclosure no longer exists. This resolution shall take effect immediately.
Thank you. Can we have a second?
Second. All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Is anyone opposed? We can go to closed session.
Thank you so much. Motion to return to open session, please.
So moved.
Second.
Oh,
Oh my God.
who's the first one? Dr. Patel, thank you. Who was
Second.
second?
Steven,
Second.
Mr.
Stephen,
Wen.
Mr. Wen.
Mr. Wen.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? This session is now open.
All right, thank you. Dr. Patel, I'd like to call on you for the motion that's coming out of closed session.
Yep, to move to approve the sidebar agreement between the North Brunswick Township Board of Education and the North Brunswick Township Education Association for the 2024-2025 contract agreement relative to Appendix A1 Teacher Certified Staff Salary Guide.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. LaGuarrie. I'm going to do roll call. Mr. Carter, Ms. Cepeda, Ms. James.
Yes.
Mr. LaGuarrie.
Yes.
Dr. Patel.
Yes.
Mr. Singh.
Yes.
Ms. Sinha.
Yes.
Ms. Toth.
Yes.
And Mr. Wen.
Yes.
The motion is approved.
All right, thank you so much. I'd just like to wish everyone a happy and safe summer, all of our families, our staff. So at this time, we look forward to seeing you in the fall, but at this time, we will adjourn our meeting.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? We're adjourned.
Folks. All right.